This is the start of my probably way too long video that I wanted to do. Pretty much a comprehensive review of the game, anything I can think of off the top. While I also go through my house because I've been wanting to show my house decorating. I'm starting in this random house right now because I just want to show what pretty much a blank slate looks like. Although this room isn't a blank slate, it's got some stuff in it. But yeah, that's the top floor of this house. Here's the middle porch. Yeah, this person hasn't put much in their house, like no hate, but wanted to show the blank slate of it first. So the first thing I'd talk about when I want to talk about this game is PvE versus PvP. So here's the start of my house. This is the porch. It might look lackluster, but didn't do much to the porch except this cool design. I like my flower design over here. So yeah, I am a PvEer on this game for sure. PvP is necessary because if you know anything about this game, it works based on owning territories. Although all the territories are gray for me right now, or whited out, I don't actually know how to change that. But if you're in the yellow company, or if you're in a green or a purple, you have wars and take territories, and then owning a territory gives you benefits in that area. So PvP is very beneficial. You want to have 50 really strong people in your company that can fight wars and know what they're doing to always have a strong roster so they can put up a good chance at defending your companies and taking territories. I wouldn't say I'm one of those people. I've been playing a ton and I'd say I'm good at the game, but I don't dedicate a ton of my time to PvP. This is my library, is what I'm starting out with. Showing here, maybe I'm not showing it too well. But yeah, I put the hands on these books. Pretty love that idea that I came up with. I'm just wearing some random gear right now, but like I was talking about, with me being mainly PvE or PvM, whatever you want to call it, people versus monster environment. Um, these are my maxed out pieces of gear and weapons and the shards that I have right now. I also focus heavily just on making money, though I haven't gotten very rare from rolls. That's how a lot of people make their money. The best way in the game to make money is owning the main territories, aka the territories people spend most time in, spend their money in. Second best, I would definitely say, is just rolling gear and getting lucky. Third best is doing expeditions. I spend pretty much all my time doing expeditions. It takes 9,000 shards to max a piece of gear. I counted it earlier. I think I have 48 pieces here of maxed gear. 46 or 48, something like that. None of this is maxed, just random stuff I'm wearing. I wanted to put everything in this bank just to show my maxed gear. I'm just a PvEer, that's all. I wouldn't even imagine how many maxed pieces of gear a PvPer has. I'd imagine you focus on your one bruiser set, whatever it is, and max that. I'm sure they don't have very much, and I also regret maxing some of this stuff, like this ring. I thought I needed an intelligence ring for a while, but it's fine, because I have the shards. I do a lot of runs. It's what I think is the most fun in this game. That's why I do it. Um, yeah, another thing I wanted to just talk about along with my review of this game is just, it's like any other game where there's metas. The meta on this game is strength. It's strength and it's being a bruiser, great axe, warhammer type bruiser. There are little metas that have come along like blunderbuss shield and shield hatchet because the shield stuns were crazy for a while, but stuns are decreased now. They kind of have a diminishing return effect. So they kind of made those less good. But still, strength is the best, is the meta in this game. And as a PvEer, I have always run Dex. I now have my maxed strength set. And things like a maxed fire staff just for so I can have some kind of I don't know what to call it, ability to be meta builds in other expeditions. But as a Dex user, which is not meta in PvP, I am meta in PvE in most situations. Most dungeons in this game are corrupted, and corrupted take most damage from dexterity weapons, from thrust weapons. I've always been a spear rapier user. Oh, I like my. This is my statue guy. I like to think he has a sword and a shield. The skull shield and some kind of sword back there, although it kind of looks like a bow in the back, but. Um, yeah, I like being a Dex user. I've tried every build and I just have the most fun with Dex. I love using rapier, spear, bow. Bow finally got its buff. It's seeing the light of day now. OPRs have been taken over by bow. Things like that. 3v3s. Bow is like meta relevant. And light gear, which I do love because I have light gear and bows maxed. So I like doing 3v3s. I never get people to do them enough probably, but it is fun. I think, I don't even know that the bow got a damage increase. You'll have to comment if you're watching this if it did. But what I know for sure is the hitbox was increased. You can do an evade shot and cross map somebody because the hitbox of the arrow is so big. It's not just the tiny hitbox of an arrow anymore like it used to be. Very hard to hit shots. Here's my kitchen. Yeah, I've put a lot of hours into this house. I really love decorating. But yeah, I'd say I'll never just stick with the meta with strength unless I'm really needed for a war at some point. I would always do a bruiser, but I really prefer Dex DPS, and I wouldn't say I want it to be meta in PvP because it is in PvE, so I'm kind of fine with it. I think the game does a good job at balancing weapons and things like that. This is my bedroom I'm walking up into right now. And then bathroom over here in the corner. I put a little wall in front of it, but we'll go into there in a minute. Had to have a bathroom somewhere in the house. I hope one day you can actually cook and stuff in your house. That's a sidetrack, but overall though, I'd say the game's worth playing. The game's worth spending a lot of time on. It's fun. Finding community on Discords has been amazing. A lot of drama, but fun. And I've made a lot of friends on this game, and also made a lot of non-friends, people that bring life issues into the game and just kind of make that control their personality. It's probably the same with any MMO ever. I realize that. But I really only played RuneScape before this. And that's not a game you really get in Discord and need much strategy for. This one is. I'm going to go into my bathroom here. Little bathroom entrance. I swear I'm straight. I just really like decorating. Here's my little sink, bathtub, toilet. I can actually sit on my toilet, though I'm a little glitched out. But yeah, let's have a toilet talk for the rest of this video since I kind of went through my house, I think, fairly decently to show it. Yeah, I would just say this game is not Skyrim. When I got on it, I wanted it to be Skyrim. I never had the vibes of Skyrim. New World doesn't have the render distance, it doesn't have the giant mountains, the ability to climb, walk up giant mountains. I'd actually like to know the difference in size in this game and Skyrim, like size-wise, as in like how long it takes to walk across it, things like that. I'm sure it's obviously well known on the internet, I've just never looked it up. But you never get that beauty vibe on New World, which I really wish there was. But then again, Skyrim has a lot of great things over this game that I wish it had. Like Skyrim started with the ability to separate your gear in your bank. Um, Skyrim doesn't have a great banking system, But it's also like a over a 10-year-old game now, I think, something like that. I wish New World would have took a little more notes from it. Being able to put weapons on walls would be amazing, like in Skyrim. Um, yeah, New World just needs to upgrade their way to separate gear sets, separate anything on this game. Really, the only way to separate things is put them in separate cities or territories. Now you can do that, which is nice, and that's what I did, as I kind of showed earlier with how I put on my PvE and maxed gear. This is my main bank here in Ebonscale, but I kind of threw all my PvE stuff in Eastburn. I don't even know, I never use the Eastburn bank, so threw all my max stuff here, but it's obviously still a big issue separating gear pieces. Also looking for gear pieces on the market. Besides that, I don't know. I think you could make complaints about end-game content, being able to finish the game too fast. Of course, you can always fight wars. You can do that till the end of time. You can do PvP. PvP is in a great spot right now. I guess that deserves talked about because of the PvP track update. I've barely done it. I'm level 4 while I have friends that are 50 to 100. Uh, I don't like mindlessly running PvP missions in Great Cleave. That's what most people do for their PvP track. I think it's boring. I think shooting at people every now and then is pretty boring. And honestly, Yellow, the company I have, has so much power that we don't get fought much. Or I've never seen much fighting when I'm up there doing PvP. I just can't have fun doing it. I do have fun in 3v3s, but I rarely find 3v3 partners. Yeah, I need to do PvP more. I know the rewards can be great. I need to grind it out. I don't like grindy things. I've never been a person that can do the grindy things on this game. As just like skilling. The skills on this great game that are most grindy are fishing. I got 116. I thought that was decently high. Probably won't do that. I'm not going for completionist. I have some things that stopped at 200, some things that never even got to 200, like, where are they? Weaponsmithing, furnishing. Arcana's almost there, but I really don't care. I don't care to max. When I'm on this game, I wanna be having fun, so I look for expeditions. That's just how I play. Everyone plays different. A lot of people want to be competitive with PvP. I'd say I'm competitive, but not in a fighting other people way. I'm competitive in a I want to have golds on my expeditions. I want to run them fast, clean. That's a competition I want. Um, I guess I do competition in a different way than a lot of people who are PvPing on this game. But that's my comprehensive review. I'm going to run through my house one more time. Bathroom, toilet. I love that toilet. Steal my ideas if you'd like. Feel free. I made this design with 2 fans right there. Bear on the wall. I don't know how I feel about that, but it's whatever. Kind of cool. I love my throne. Right here. Oh, that's not my throne. Let's get back up and try this again. Here's my throne. I don't know. I like it in the kitchen. I love my red eyes from Isabella. Those are amazing. But yeah, I don't want to run through the rest of my house. Y'all don't care. Too long of a video. New World's a good game. Doesn't have the prettiness of Skyrim. I don't know that it has the replayability. Definitely not the replayability of RuneScape or World of Warcraft. Of course, it's not a game that's been out for 20 years or whatever. Over 10 years. Definitely a great game. It's been a good time. Peace.